say so. Alright, I'm going to try to get through the whole part of Sing Me Home for Jonah. And it goes 1. Life is clear and wonderful when you're in love, isn't it? I am in love right now. I am in love with, fill in her name. Well, you know, her name, I don't need to say it. Here she dances like sun hitting the Huron River, like where it falls right now, here where I am like rocks waiting for a little splash. 2. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Talk to me about it later. I'm afraid I'll break down now. I'm not in love with Kwame Kilpatrick. Never thought of him like that. Never did care too much. Though the local news seems to care quite a bit about Kwame Kilpatrick. There's far more things to think about than him when living in Detroit. 4. There's less to think about in Milford. Here by the waterfall the sound is constant droning, and I can't hear a single soul breaking cars, and I don't feel the need to have to break down now. I'll save that for later, when I'm far from this waterfall, thinking about the sun hitting the Huron and how those rocks want to be splashed so badly. 5. It's all about perception, right? And how those perceptions make us feel, and we feel a need to make poetry from those perceptions. That's true shit, isn't it? I mean, oh, back to the grind. 6. See you soon. 7. Have you ever heard the sound of skull against stone? Is a lovely phrase. I mean, it's not something I would want to experience again. I mean, words aren't things to live. We change them. I can erase them, unlike memories of the sound of my skull hitting stone while the sun was out, air light, bereft of breath to mouth a name. Insert her name there, mouth hello or mouth anything, and I'm not proud of blood and green grass, and I'm still lying there. Where are you? Where I am not. 8. It's 8:55 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, October 11th, 2013, and the universe, White Lake. Strangely enough, I am in love right now. I am afraid I am unable to love a person changing like I love watching leaves change. Green, yellow, red, dead on green grass. 9. I have a friend who lives in winter right now. 10. Remember, love is tattooed on my chest, so you can't take it away without breaking my skin unless with a rock. 11. Okay, maybe you can take it, but you have it on lease with an option to buy, okay? What am I saying? Only this. Whatever time it is now is a time to love you, and you know who you is, baby, don't you? Only you do. Sighs. 12. Looks like it's going to be a long winter. Hello, mouth. I wonder what's happening with my friend living in winter. Hello? Season you soon? 13. You perceive, as you always do, that there are two conversations going on here, the internal and external dialogue, the one with you and the one with, well, you know, I don't need to say it now. 14. I've said it a million times. Were you listening? No? You must have been by the waterfall. Just in case you wanted to snow, I'm going towards winter. I left a trail of rocks behind me. Maybe I'll sleet you there if you're there, if you know what I mean, haha. 15. Which way is the wind blowing your laughter today? Gray clouds spill and fill this room as I pretend you are the architecture of clouds binding this poem. 16. And it is important to seem whole, isn't it? I think I'm thinking, yes, it is important, so we can allow ourselves to give our whole selves to that wonderful, ever-elusive other. Most of the time, but not all of the time. We still need to save a slice for ourselves, right? Lest we become vague again, or worse, if we become crumbs, no one will want to fork. Haha. 17. Promise to break everybody off before I break down. Everyone just wait now. So much on my plate now. Talk to me about it later. I'm afraid I'll break down, and now we feel like nothing is the same. So what are we so afraid of? 18. Prepositions are not words to end sentences with. We go together better than a determiner and a noun, and I want a verb you and you verb me preposition. 19. You talk with each part of your body, and I want to be friends with it. 20. I woke up, made coffee, smoked too much, looked for phrases and lines to steal from the metro times. I can't tell if today I will rain or shine. I mean, if it will rain or shine. I'm no meteorologist. 21. I have blue eyes to mount and repair, but the pain is mine, and it's a good day to allow myself to feel I may rain or shine. 22. What am I saying? Only this. I'm no meteorologist. I wanted to say the only story I have is the sun. It has a language, not one I know. It has a story. I am in it. So are you. 23. What's the weather like where you are, where I am not? 24. I think I just want to love as heavy as the bass in Drake's record. Who was there to record all the blue I lost? How long was it? 48 miles. Good grief. Did I start the car? 25. Your syntax turns me on as water. Quick, go now and get me a vest Band-Aid. I am spilling all over the floor. Can you see it? 26. Hello, the word of the day is annulate according to dictionary.com. And you know I am terrible with remembering which words mean what. It's an adjective for having rings or ring-like bands, and I'm not satisfied. But if I use it as a verb like ouch, please, won't you take off your rings and annulate me? Sounds better to my senses, if you know what I mean. 27. Somewhere in air there is vulnerability which opens and closes. Nonetheless, come in. I left the door cracked and lights on. Hello. 28. I am thinking, when there is love, there is enough, there is pain and prohibition. Nearest the heart comes out first. 29. And this isn't what I wanted to say about perception. I mean, it is out of those prohibitions I make poetry. 30. The sun is out when there is love, when there is enough air to light anything. Look to the lilac leaf. 31. I mean, keep a warm spot for it, but not too warm. Wait till the moon is full. 32. When the moon is full, your hair is so luxurious. 33. What are we not seeing that's right in front of our eyes? The sun is out. 34. Consequently, I never truly believed writing had the power for me to encounter what I actually feel. 35. Who cares to say discover anymore? You know, sometimes words aren't right, and so we name our mouth a mirror. 36. And sometimes words aren't the right things, though they, being nearest the heart, comes out first, where pages are whispers, wonders are found. 37. See that light, see the sun playing its game through the trees, hues of green, yellow, blue, sky, and I'm open. 38. Baby, I want to be available wherever you are and whenever you feel inspired to enjoy me, in the street, in the line, at the movies, on your sofa, and now a selection of myself is available through windows and on your desktop. 39. Lavender light lights my writing space, and I'm open, read, naked, hear your breath is the only thing I am wearing. 40. This is to be a moment where each of us is active, becoming an embodied volume above bodies, as we are in October, primarily for sharing. Where is the wind blowing your laughter today? I am thinking, entangling. I wish I'd written in jamming, me, right here. It's dark and loud by the waterfall, and I am looking for a light or something to cling to. 41. Do you see that light? But now I can hardly write. You're the best. Noun, I verbed, and my mouth has become a mirror. 42. Were you listening? No? You must have been by the waterfall. Fine, I'll say it. I still keep a warm spot for you, but not too warm, and you're easy to love, rain or shine. What am I saying? Only this. Only fools rush in, but oh, I can't help falling in pools on the floor. Go now, get me a vast band-aid, waterproof, please. 43. Your syntax turns me on, and your body dances in 6 different languages, and I only have 8.5 inches to translate it across this paper before I spill all over the floor. 44. You know what? Forget about the Band-Aid. This isn't about Band-Aids. I take back each thing I said I wanted. What do I want, you ask? Only this. Close your eyes. Please humor me. Just listen. Sometimes words aren't the right things tattooed on my chest. Better the fighting than the loneliness, right? And I'm not lonely, but I'm tired of fighting you. When I dream of a morning, I dream to wake up, make coffee, smoke my Marlboros, and sit right there. You know where. By the window and red light, writing this poem. I dream bacon sizzling, eggs scrambling, and your laughter filling this room. And this poem I'm writing to you. Keep that chair warm, but not too warm. 45. Life as I know it. It's 10:05 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in White Lake, October 21st, 2013. It's wonderful being so singular and most elegant most of the time, but not all of the time. I'm thinking, I want your plurality, singularly, most elegantly, if you know what I mean. Beauty doesn't have a recipe, it has a place. You are that place. 46. I made this recipe for beauty. 1. You. 2. Me. 3. Dig in. You dig? 47. What am I saying? I don't remember. All I feel is water flowing. Quick, come, grab me. I'm right here, hidden in this swath of blue, perhaps a shade of gray too. 48. I've been dreaming about a picture and a poem. Here I'm open again, gray day turning gray to empty and fill, and always I'm pools on the floor around you, calling out, will there be enough? I mean, will I be enough? Come on in, baby. The water's fine. Don't wait till the moon is full. 49. There's not much to think about today. It's whatever time it is, October 21st in the universe. I don't feel like breaking down now, though it's a little cold living in a war zone, and I have a nice appreciation for the ephemeral nature of things. You are those ephemeral things. Here I am living in the moment writing. It's 7:53 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, October 24th, 2013. Can't spend my whole life jerking off, you know, instead of waiting to hear the sound of my skull against stone. 50. I've been dreaming about being mixed media and elegant furniture. Woman, relax, go ahead, sit on my face. I wanted to write the finest forms, but ended up with this. 51. What am I? Some time instrument, sophisticated, American made. Here I am. Make it yours, but it is yours. Well, I just went from 6 to noon on your wrist. Winks. 52. Well, I'm tired of erasing the past. I'm trying to trust my heart, follow my eye, and remember the power of flowers. I mean, there's a cliche in my mouth I'm trying to unearth. 53. I mean, I'm learning how to be a good wife now that we can't see gender. I just want to be a night guest in your dreams. See, I'm right there, sitting on the chair, hoping these scents of bacon will sizzle you out of your sleep. Don't worry, I'll do the dishes. And still I'm feminine, marvelous, and tough. 54. I'm no handyman. I can't fix the world. I know how to tie a tie. I just want to create an unusual and deeply personal art, drawing from the natural world and make it beautiful. Until I do, I'll be here in knots. Haha. 55. Beauty is in the composition. I mean, you are in it. Can you see me? No, it must be a design issue. Contact the architect. I am the architect. Look, the door's open. 56. It was easy to open the door for you. The pain in the ass was rebuilding the staircase, you know. I can't spend my whole life jerking off. 57. I could be killed any second walking down the street. 58. Well, now hold on, I am coming piece by piece together. There were design issues. Contact the architect. What am I saying? You don't want a project? 59. I mean, how boring is life when you only go through it as a singular noun with no noun to verb besides yourself. 60. It's 10:35 a.m. I still hope the human race will survive. This morning I wrote a poem about a gray landscape. I am in it. Where are you? Somewhere in the margins, I'm sure. I only have 8.5 inches falling on this paper, and I find nervous breakdowns sound brilliant, wonderful, and they're like they exist in the world I remember. Here, what's taking you so long? It's 8:45 p.m. Have you discovered outer space yet? Tell me about it when you get here. 61. These days all I do is eat, love, take naps. 62. Here you will become 400 fragments of things I lost. Well, I don't have anything else to do today besides put them together again for you. I made this 63. I've been dreaming often. I am little things you dashed off here and there because I like to read. Nonetheless, come in, I made this. I find you feel like other parts. I really just went through. The doors cracked and the light is on. I feel raw, as if you can actually see the material I'm made of. I mean, can't spend my whole life jerking off. While I was writing, I was realizing if I wanted to find nervous breakdowns, I will write to you, but it seems to me poetry is my reasonable access to who you are, how you feel. 64. While I was writing, I was realizing if I wanted, I will write to you because I just heard overtones of love without destroying love's drippings after dinner with Jonah on October 8th, 2013, because I was confused too. Now, come on to bed with me. There's nothing metaphysical in all, only it has nothing to do with philosophy. It's all art, and that's when refreshment arrives, which will undoubtedly have all our different bodies falling where they may represent themselves for the first time. The only good thing about it is that when I go to bed with you, everything is metaphysical, and the poem is correspondingly gratified to excessive thinness, and I'm too stuffed for dinner. 65. I'm writing these poems so I can see you. I mean, you'll recognize it when you see them. I mean, me, and that's not unpleasant because everything that's no good will disappear, and so you're caught here, which must mean everything is good because you're here, and there's plenty of room for us to dance around the room since nobody else is dancing, as I made everyone else disappear or go grocery shopping, which is the worst thing in the world to do on a day like this when we have so much dancing to do, and that's a good thing to dance here close to you. 66. I mean, if you're going to be anything, it's ridiculous to be a poet and everybody else, you know. 67. It's alright to be hurt, and you know you can write some incredible masterpieces. 68. I mean, take your time, it's all right, but generally even music dies away. You shouldn't let it crush you in any way, but the words are still, I love. The words stay. In this time, I am alive to love you, which is very funny actually, or something like that, and we're left with it. Now it's gorgeous, beautiful, and marvelous things, and there's nothing wrong with what you are, and that's good. It's very good. But in any case, why it's good is that it's better than most, and you are that. 69. Suppose you're in love, and someone does not have a personality or a season, but the sun will still be coming up soon. 70. You just go on your nerve thinking that what you're experiencing is better than the movie, so just for a moment, let's be still. 71. Everybody has to find nervous breakdowns in Time magazine to exist in terms of personal needs, a place that interests me more than anybody, which we can discuss a little bit. I mean, it's my own problem. Frankly, I can't really tell you. In times of need of my own, I am often little things that you dashed off here and there because I like to read. I find you feel like other parts I really just went through, and that's alright too. And I find nervous breakdowns sound brilliant, wonderful, and they're like they exist in the world I remember. Here you will become 400 fragments of things I lost. Well, I don't have anything else to do today besides put them together again for you. 72. Yes, I am thinking, I still want a simple life, as I am a simple man, and I sing a simple tune. Look, I'm there on your bookshelf. Pick me up, don't be shy, and finger me, baby. I ain't expiring soon like those pickles in your refrigerator, and I'm not so sour anymore. 73. I'm sitting here, and I'm supposed to just feel like doing something from the past to have any consistency or whatever. That's not really so important. I don't understand fully. What do you do if you don't do it? Do everything. Doesn't matter too much, but it matters in the lines. And John says, I'm always ready. Here I am. I mean, you have to whip it out with all of your matter and just sort of fake the whole thing. There's no question I love when you're sitting, because I wouldn't have any conjunction with the idea of how many of you there are, all that I am, and I'm supposed to verify the fact that you're what you're supposed to be. 75. Poetry is my reasonable access to who you are, how you feel, 'cause at night you're slightly tight somewhere, you're always on. Because it seems to me I could talk about being a painter or being your lover. All the people who don't know, it's a matter of being awake, alive, alert. Because that's what birds do, and John is just like singing the fact that maybe you're what writing poetry is, and I'm referring to that. It gets a little hard, and then one wants a couple of other things, and you see them, and they're good. And you can hardly do anything else, and that's all right. I know all that. I'm writing this for you to do that. 75. Wouldn't it be marvelous to not want anything anymore? But then I think, well, no, I still want you. Oh, let's get rich and buy our parents' homes in the south of France. Or just us. They can visit. 76. I am thinking the world doesn't need another love poet. But you know I'm no handyman, and I've been called worse things right now. I have a sweet tooth. Won't you share your chocolate? Your goodies are the goodiest goodies I ever did have, dissolving on my lips with notes of caramel. Don't be shy. Unwrap yourself.